Hey ladies, this is take three. This is take three of this. My goodness, my internet and everything, it's just not been going as planned. But here I am back live today to talk to you about how to lose weight that lasts and gain body confidence in 6 weeks. This is the part 2 of this free series I'm doing in this Facebook group, Healthy Sustainable Weight Loss Community. But if you're not a part of the Facebook group yet and you're watching the replay or listening to it somehow, make sure you join us. Go to the link and join us. But yeah, or search for us on Healthy Sustainable Weight Loss Community. It is over 1,000 of us are in there. I share tips, I share trainings, and it's just a support community for you. So in your health, food freedom, and weight loss goals. Okay, so I'm going to be probably quicker than what I would normally be for these trainings, just because this is the third time. My goodness, it's just, you just adapt. You learn to adapt, right? And learn to be resilient, which is something actually very important for your health, right? So let's just talk about that on a side note. I was talking with a client earlier this morning, just like the ability for us to be resilient and adaptable and to adapt our food situation, adapt our exercise situation, adapt our routines to the different season, life, or age that we're in is instrumental to long-term success in any goal, but in particular in your health. And so this is what we're practicing right now, adaptability. But today I want to talk about how to lose weight that lasts and gain body confidence in 6 weeks. And now, as someone who talks about sustainable weight loss and healthy living, you might be saying, okay, what's this 6 week to think about? Is that another quick diet? Is that another quick fix solution? As you probably heard, if you listen to my podcast, the Sustainable Weight Loss Podcast, I believe it was the last episode, why diet should not be your go-to solution all the time. I think diets play a huge role in allowing us to learn what our body most needs. And for some people who face certain health conditions, they need to be on a more restrictive eating plan in particular, or sleep plan or whatever, to support their body. So I think those things can, if we're doing them right and in the right reasons, they can be supportive. But for many of us, they're not. They cause a lot of physical and biological issues, slow metabolism, our body to retain fat, retain weight, because it kind of goes into this like starvation mode. And also some mental and emotional. I know I experienced a lot of the mental and emotional effects of dieting, where I was constantly on that dieting yo-yo cycle, constantly trying to find a solution for myself. And then that's what led to disordered ways of eating and just taking care of myself that was not healthy, both on the barely eating spectrum and the overeating spectrum, okay? And so what I came to conclusion with, and this took a while, it took a lot of mindset and habits work, was that in order to do this sustainably, I can make changes and see results over a short time, but they need to be changes that I can do for the long term, changes that I can add upon. You know, I just recently did my webinar a couple days ago, Healthy Habits for Sustainable Weight Loss. And just the idea of, you know, these are the habits that we need to work on, but we need to do them in a way where they seem so small and simple and sometimes insignificant. But they are powerful when we start to do them over 30, 60, 90 days, and then we eventually add to them. I'm also part of this online fitness community called Street Parking, and I just love it. During the pandemic, it's been great, but also postpartum, a lot of great resources for someone who's pregnant, postpartum, or just needs a little bit more customization in their workouts. And I just love how they're all about consistency is key and more than nothing. And there's just been little challenges that I've done, and I just finished one that really was about consistency. And so it was about, you know, making sure you're doing the workouts 4 times a week, make sure you're adding in your drinking your water, and all these things that after 28, 30 days, I'm making sure I drink my water 4 times a week is a minimum, and getting in my flexibility is also very important, making sure I'm getting in my greens. And so that happened in 30 days. I was able to establish certain habits that are going to take me forward. Okay, and that is what I love to help clients do in any program I'm doing, but in particular my 6-month program. And so in my 6-month program, I have this 6-week boot camp that I will lead my clients through if they want to, but basically I apply the same principles regardless if they're doing in the 6-week increment. But it's really about working on, particularly it's actually more mindset than anything, working on the mindset shifts we need and the small change of actions that we need to do to get us those long-term results. Okay? And I'm just going to share a little bit about what we actually kind of cover in that 6 weeks to kind of give you a glimpse of, I've had a lot of people asking me what framework you use. So the framework I use, this is obviously just like it's a glimpse of like the mindset and the habit stuff we can work on together. But I have tons of resources. I have tons of classes. I have tons of worksheets that I use to create customized programs for each one-on-one client. That's the difference between a group program and a one-on-one. Group program is kind of like, this is what we're covering. And even though you can customize it a bit, but there is a set, like we're watching this module, we're talking about this thing. But one-on-one is really up to the client, and actually up to the client in each session. You might say, okay, today we were going to talk about exercise, but you're really, the holidays are coming up and you want to talk about how to eat well and sleep well. Let's talk about that. So it is customized towards the client. So I use all of these oodles of resources I've created over the last 5-6 years and then bring them in to really help clients go and do exactly what they need to do. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of do-it-yourself courses, self-study courses that are amazing. I love self-study courses for health, for fitness, for business, for everything. But there's a reason why I have one-on-one coaches in each of those things, because I sometimes don't have the capacity to sift through this information or actually even know what to apply to myself. I'm an overachiever, so I'm going to want to do it all, but I might not need to do it all. So having a one-on-one coach to help guide me and say, this is what's best for you where you're at considering your situation, my goodness, I'll pay for that any day. And I do. And I have for many years. Because it just fast forwards your results and fast forwards your peace of mind in some extreme ways. So all that to say, there's room for courses and, group programs are set curriculum, but there's also beautiful, beautiful room for a customized way of doing it. So the 6-week program that 6-week program in my bigger program is really about helping women get that jump start for our 6-month journey together. But again, many of clients will say, actually, I just kind of want to learn these principles one at a time, and then we do that, okay? But I just want to give you a glimpse of if when you focus in for 6 weeks, what you can achieve, okay? So I'm not sure if I dived too deep into some of these, but yeah, so I mentioned dieting, mentioned the effects of dieting, and I just want to share a couple of testimonials from some different clients over the years. So I've had clients come to work with me for a lot of different things, and but over time I've started to see these are the main things that they're struggling with, and these are the things that I feel like I'm best suited to support them in. And I kind of talked about these in the last training, but like physically and emotional eating, consistency, eating nutritiously, energy, weight loss, but then emotionally and mentally not feeling like they're enough, shame or guilt, wanting to love their body, motivation, discouragement, confused, and just wanting to come to peace with food, their body, and themselves. And, I've had different clients just share different things where, one really just realized that she was really having had unhealthy eating patterns that wasn't serving her. And so really coming to the end of our time together saying, like, I've realized that food is no longer the boss and I'm in control. I've had another client who wanted to have more energy, wanted to lose weight that lasts, wanted to just improve her mindset for herself, but also personal development wise. It's like, and then she did just that by working on one thing at a time. And then other clients who just, even are health professionals themselves, and just like the noise of what should they do and what shouldn't they do, and having someone one-on-one to walk them through it, was able to sift through that, feel good again, know exactly how to adjust their digestive and energetic concerns, know exactly how to care for themselves in their, different hormonal issues, and has been implementing those stuff steadily on ever since. Okay, had a couple recent clients where you'll hear an episode from a current client, probably after 2 weeks, I'm not sure, and just share how, just going through it all, knowing it all, but really needing someone to help pinpoint the beliefs and the mindset and thoughts that was holding her back, and giving the practical tools to move forward in those areas, but also practically in how do I know what to detox? How do I know how to care for my hormones? How do I create a customized eating plan for myself? And has seen results and has lost weight and feels good in her skin again. And I had another client who was just busy season. Both of these started during the holidays, and just having to see like, wow, I think I'm just maintaining things because life is busy this current month, but I'm still losing weight. I'm still very, consistent in these habits, and I still feel good. And that's what I want for you. Okay. And so in my 6-week boot camp, it's kind of like a mindset and a habits boot camp. So, the mindset wise, some of the things you can walk away with in the 6 weeks of our one-on-one time together is understanding the emotions that drive you to eat, practice mindfulness when you eat so you can be present and enjoy each food you eat, to how to speak, learn to speak loving, positive truths over your body and your weight and yourself daily, to create, learn how to create diet-free meals for yourself filled with nutritious food, identify which foods support you, your body, and which ones don't, drink more water, and then that's kind of some of that mindset. But then habits-wise, you can learn to drink more water to energize and hydrate your body, make veggies a regular part of your meal, cut back on added sugar, and learn to enjoy natural sugars instead. Start sleeping more and good quality throughout the night. Fit in exercise and movement where you can each week, and keep track of your progress in such a way you're setting up rewards for yourself and each milestone you reach. Because I think if you're working on one area of mindset at a time, on one area of habits at a time, you're going to see major results. And even if in the 6 week, that's all you focus on is just your relationship with food and water, that's big. But I kind of combine a couple different mindset tools together and a couple different habit tools so you can really start to slowly be adding upon each one. So in this 6-week program, of the 6-month program I have, that is available for one-on-one clients, there are weekly trainings around a mindset and a habit hack. So week 1, it's talking about measuring your weight, but managing your mindset. So taking track of our physical measurements, but also knowing right away that that's not the only thing that's important, but also holding it in the right view, I guess. The next is we really focus on your food freedom journey. What do you feel around food, your body, the scale, the weight, yourself? And where do those beliefs come from? And are they serving you or not? Let's talk about that, and it's helping move forward through some reflection. And then we look at healthy habits, because that's just as important. Which habits do you really need to focus on? Not just in the 6 weeks, but in the 6 months together. And how can we, during this time, really kind of add those ones in? And then the other mindset training, there's a mindset training each week. So then the 4th one is how do we create goals that are life-giving? So this is the foundational boot camp. You're going to see a lot of results here, but it's going to lay the foundations for the next 6 months together. Goals that we're not just doing because we think we should do, but goals that are in line with the desires we have for ourselves, our why, okay? That are in line with our priorities. If your priority is to be with your family as much as possible, but you feel like your work, life, all this other stuff is not, then we need to change that, because we need to be with your family as much as possible. But if your priority is to be with your family as much as possible, you need to be healthy for that. So if you say that your health is a priority too, and you're not living that out, then something's wrong. So we're going to create goals in line with that. Then the next week we focus on non-scale victories, because victories on the scale is one thing, but victories in other areas like your emotion, your mood, your skin, your mental clarity is so important, almost more important. Because actually when you want to lose weight, you want to feel a certain way. And those non-scale victories you can experience throughout the whole time of journeying towards a sustainable weight loss. And then last, we figure out affirmations for you as well, and how to write those, affirm positive truths, so that will kind of rewire your brain to start thinking more positively about your health and your body and so forth. Then there's also an aspect of visualizing your success. I think when we're kids, we're like, I want to be a rock star. I want to be a meteorologist. So you visualize that, or any goal, you think about what it can mean in your mind. But we don't really do that with our health, and that's very important. So visualizing how you want to look and feel, so that your brain is like, but that's not how you are now. So we need to move you in line with that. Okay. And then I think gratitude and celebration is in reflection is very, very important. So incorporating more gratitude and celebrating through really creating little mini rewards for yourself as you do things each week, whether it's like, I just want to get a cup of Starbucks, or I want to take a bath, all those little rewards that don't have to cost anything and don't have to be related to food, which probably shouldn't be related to food. But so those are the mindset, but the habits that we work on is slowly drinking more water each week, being more mindful with our meals, chewing them. We work on slowly incorporating more exercise each week, slowly incorporating more sleep, learning how to manage stress through breathing, meditation, all those things. Learning how to detox our body through detoxing the products that we use. And there's just tons of other stuff there. And so that 6-week experience includes 6 weekly training, 6 weekly worksheets, a food journal and habit tracker to track all of it. Extra bonuses include some affirmations, some bullet journal, and vision board tutorials. And then really asking, really taking stock in the beginning and the end, what kind of results do you need? So that, I believe you can experience mindset and habit transformation in 6 weeks. Obviously, I have something to help guide my clients through that. But even if you were to leave here and you're saying, okay, what is the one mindset piece of work and one habit piece of work that I need to work on? Which I would love for you to share in the comments, by the way, or hit reply and let me know that I need to work on to really move me forward in 6 weeks, and then find some way to track it. Obviously, I have a tracker that you could purchase. It's a mini version of what I offer in the boot camp, but the boot camp version it's a little more in depth, and as well as includes kind of food charts and stuff for you to be able to figure out how to balance your meals as well, because that's very important in the food journal aspect. But yeah, so for me, I know the mindset thing that I'm having to work on with my health is consistency is key, kind of. Like, I need to learn that when I'm consistent, it moves me forward. When I'm consistent, I'm getting stronger and healthier. When I am consistent, I'm moving back towards the fitness that I once had. And I'm still pretty fit, but you know what I mean. I'm postpartum, 8 months. And then the habit part is just to show up and work out, right? And to know that if that means a shorter workout some days, if that means a less intense workout, it doesn't matter. It's more than nothing, and consistency is key. I love straight parking for that. And so I'm having to repeat those two. So those are my 2 things. But what are yours? What is that one thing you need to tell yourself in regards to your health to help you move you forward in as little and as much as 6 weeks? And what's that one habit that you need to do? But I would love to support you in this overall kind of 6-week experience in my overall 6-month boot camp, 6-month program. And the reason why, again, I have put them together because the 6-week is a good Kickstarter and helps us work on things for the next 6 months. And the reason why I love working with clients 6 months, because I think it gives them the freedom and the space to take it slow. Like, they don't feel like they need to rush it and like do everything right away. Okay? And that's just so key, is to really apply consistency, even in a short time, to take you over a long bit of time. Okay? So let me know below, what is the one mindset tip or trick that you're going to work on to really kind of get your mind in the right place to move you towards your health and weight loss goals and gain that body confidence? It might be affirming your body. It might be just telling yourself you're doing a good job. And then what's the practical thing you can do, the habit you can do? Is it drinking more water? Is it exercising consistently? Let us know below. Then I would love to just invite you to a free, no pressure coaching clarity call, where this call we can jump on and just you can share with me where you're at, where you want to go, and I can share with you specifically how I can customize my one-on-one package to really support you going forward in your health and weight loss goals. I currently have 4 spots available for this program, and the price goes up at the end of this month because I'm tweaking the program a little bit. So there's just going to be a little bit something extra. So, and naturally I've been doing this for a while, so the price will go up a little bit. So if you want to lock in the current rate and really start to get support in this new year, please book a clarity call. If you go to madewell345.com/clarity, madewell345.com/clarity, we can hop on a call sometime this month, in the next couple weeks, and we can just chat together. Okay? Thanks so much for joining me and bearing with the 3 times that I did this live. But I'll be back next Thursday here in the group, I think 12 p.m. Eastern, to talk about the top reason you should invest in your health in 2021. And then in the 4th, so 2 weeks from now, I'll be back talking about the secret to breaking free from emotional eating and finding your version of food freedom. Okay? That's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Look forward to chatting with you, and look forward to hopping on a call. Again, it's a no pressure call. If you're like, I'm not sure if I should do this, it's free. So if you're not, I'm not sure if you do the call even, please message me, but please just book a time in the calendar. If you can't find a time that works for you, feel free to message me on Facebook or Instagram, Madewell345 are my handles. Or email me at madewellky@gmail.com so we can find a time that works for you. Okay, have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.